All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and also peace and safety to the ICAM that spread across the four corners of the world, that's pushing out this truth with all diligence and putting their lives on the line to do so. Brother Cross Zive, Great Millstone, Atlanta, here with you again, with another lesson. This lesson was actually inspired by, the elder here, Elder Barzal here in Atlanta. He dropped this in, in our group chat, and I just wanted to touch on it. So I'm gonna just read, he did a Google search, and it says, who gave Iran uranium? It says, during the Shah's rule, the United States, through its Atoms for Peace program, provided Iran with nuclear technology, fuel, training, and equipment. This support included the establishment of the Tehran Nuclear Research Center, which received a 5-megawatt research factor fueled by highly enriched uranium. Additionally, Iran received assistance from other nations, including France, Germany, Namibia, and South Africa for various nuclear projects. You see, so that goes to show you that America aided, Iran with some of its nuclear power. All right, and here they are, at war, with Israel and America now. All right, so America, and I'm pretty sure, this isn't the only country, that America, has provided assistance towards, nuclear weapon, but it's going to be, their own demise, because America is going to be destroyed by missiles. So they're providing, their own, death, so to speak. So this is Proverbs chapter 26 and verse 27. It says, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. You see, because, America is known, for, is nuclear weaponry. That's why a lot of countries, are afraid, to go to war with America, because America does have might, or power when it comes to that. But the thing is, like we always say, it's not going to just be one country that's fighting, this horde, man. It's going to be multiple, and all of them are going to be equipped with nuclear power. All right. So whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein. So America has dug its own pit, dug its own grave, and it's going to fall into it. And it says, he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him, So they basically, and that's the how beautiful Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai works, man. Because, they, that's a sign, America was looking at it as a sign of, dominance, really, by helping, if you're able to help somebody, and it's a level of pride, that's a better word, but their pride has deceived them. And they're setting that, they basically set their own trap up, So from there, I'm gonna go to Psalm 70:17. It says, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. You see? So his violent dealings, man. All right, because why is America involved, That's why a lot of people don't understand, or don't think, that America is in danger. When war is going on in the Middle East. Now, America is involved, man. Because he deals violently, man. Like the scriptures say, neither do he keepeth at home. So this so-called white man, this devil, has tried to, spread his dominance, throughout the whole earth, man. But it's gonna fall upon his own head because he's stretched himself too thin. He's made it to where, he don't even have things at his own house in order. So how can you, try to control something on a whole nother continent, when America, is totally out of whack. The inflation is unreal here. The people are angry. The housing market, is no one can afford a house. People are barely affording to take care of their families. They gotta pick up jobs and so on and so forth. But America is over there bombing Iranian new military sites, man. That goes to show you that America is pride. Is proud. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna close up in the book of Obadiah. Since I quoted it, Obadiah verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. You see, so your mind, because you're so proud, your mind has basically tricked you, man. You did the okie doke. And we could see it from a mile away. And Persians, man, has became puffed up, against you. It says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? You see? So that's a proud statement, to even make, to say, hey, who should bring me down? Because you are sitting on the high seat, but we know, by faith, by understanding prophecy, that America has to fall. Okay? And it's going to be by its own setup. All right? So I just wanted to touch on that, Lord willing. This lesson was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close up by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until the next time, shalom.